Alright, so before we start messing with my build to change it up, we'll just show you what my build does without changing it up. And I'll show you the tree. Not really gonna go detailed, well, not really gonna have a detailed explanation right now, but maybe later. I'll tell you what I think is wrong with it. Red tree. I went all the way down just for ties that bind. But I'm not going to use it because I'm going to make it a fracture build. So why snag ties that bind?
What could have happened here? The planet
So
does
I'm
not
going to
appear
change
to
it
have
from
been
ties that
ripped
bind.
apart so much as burst open from within.
And it's going to be another, well, it's going to be different. Alright, so you just snag a kill. And everything just kind of dies, right? But, I mean, I still think I can stretch it to be a bit better of damage. Especially since, like, almost the whole reason why I went down an entire tree was for one thing, and I'm not even going to use that thing. And that thing's not very helpful. So we can just cut out half of that tree anyway. Alright. And yeah. So that's the first room down. It's something I feel like most people would get and be happy with it. So I don't know why I'm complaining, but I just feel like I can do better. So there's the base of the build, right? That's just how it does, without anything done to it, you know. But it can be better. I know it. I know it can be better. Give me a sec, though. I'm gonna quickly mess with some things. I'm gonna pull you guys out. Nice. Hey, you guys want to see something cool? Ah, it's you. Ah, okay. Hi. Let me go to YouTube and my videos and live. Okay. Okay, now we'll pay attention. Well, now we're good. We're good. Alright. So we'll teleport back to Minos Prime. And then we'll respec. Alright. We'll snag this save station over here. Not save station, but yeah. Mess around with the build a little bit. So, I feel like the rest of the build, other than Red Tree, was perfect. So we'll go with that. And then we'll see what we get after we leave out Red Tree. Okay. This was the tree I invested most in. I did that. Like that. Okay. For the extra damage. Now we have 18 points left. We could get Avatar, right? All the way down to Avatar. Which wouldn't be very hard. You know, just snag Transcend. And we need like one more point, so we snag fast hands for that little bit of extra reload speed and weapon swap speed. I mean, the reload speed is all we're really going to use, but... Wrath is gun damage. This is just... yeah. So we'll put 3 in laid bare. 2 in there. 1 in there. 3 in there. And we have 1 more, so we put it there. Okay. Now we have 2 points to put anywhere in any tree. What would I want? I mean, expedite. We may use expedite. We would use soul sap, maybe. So, like, yeah. Anything in here we need? Nothing. Samsara. I mean, not really. I don't know what to put points into. Like, we can throw some into... we don't need more healing, I don't think. We'll just go with this for now, and then we'll see what we're missing. I do want Soulfire Augment. Okay.
Hello,
We may put,
paparazzi.
like, 6 points, because, I mean... 6 points in this tree, because 5 to move down. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. So we'll go down. We'll snag. Just go 1 here, 3 here, 1 here, and 1 here. Like that. Right? And we'll go 5 here. We don't really need this since we're using the Phase Zerker. I was going to use that, but not really anymore. And then we're going to use 5 in Alacrity. Yeah. And we need 5 more points to move down. So we'll go 3 here. 2 here. 3 here, 3 here, 3 here. 1 here, and 1 here. Okay. And then we can do that. Perfect. And then we have 10 points to mess around in this tree with. 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We were 1 away. Oh, okay. We can take 1 out of body and mind, right? Okay. Wait. Let me think about it. Let's go snag. Let's just get this. We'll do that. Ignore that. That was very, very smart of me. Not wasting all of my money at all. No. What are you talking about? I had 999 money before I started this. I had actually over 999 money. Alright. Now let's go 3 here, 2 here, 5 here, and just 1 there. So we got those. And then let's try and get here to Avatar. And then after we'll think about the other tree. We'll think about it more. And then we need 2 more points. So we'll put 2 there. Right? 3 there, 3 there, 1 there, 3 there. Perfect. Now we have 27 points, which is exactly enough to get Clear the Mind. We just gotta be careful with what we grab. Make sure we don't grab anything we don't want. 1 there, 3 there, 5 there. We'll go 3 here, 3 there, and 1 there. And we just won't grab Free the Soul. And then we grab... So now we can have any element that we want. And we have a ton of good augments. And then we got all the way down the 2 trees that we want. So now here, well, there's the build. Here's the stuff we're using. Alright. I didn't mean to put it on true. And let's see if this works better. Because if you don't know, body and mind benefits from action skill damage. So with action skill damage, we can just kill everything, right? We come over here, activate this. Okay. Well, I mean, one shot's definitely doing more damage with that. Yeah, okay, well. There it is, there's the build. Okay. Well, I guess we didn't have to spend too long. I mean, if it's doing this to Guardian takedown, everywhere else would just be fine. You shouldn't really have too much of a problem with anything else. This is very kill skill based though, so I don't know if it would be crazy good for anything else. But I mean, yeah, it's just trucking along. Okay. Perfect. See how much a fish slap does.
Those crystals look like the one in my lab. It is clearly Iridian technology, but I'm unfamiliar with its
Oh yeah,
purpose.
no damage at all. How is... Wow, really bad damage. I'm surprised how bad that damage was. Wow, you know, only 200 mil plus like 4 or 5 other damage numbers. Wow, really bad. So let's just remove that for the next thing. Now, we didn't snag Ties That Bind. That's the only, like, knock I can put on it so far. Is that you can't use Ties That Bind. And even then, what's the fun in using Ties That Bind in literally every Amara build? I want some variation. Like, it's fun to snag Ties That Bind and watch everything die. But it's only fun to a certain point. So, I need to always snag something else to make Ties That Bind more fun. So for me, it's like, I grab Ties That Bind, and then... what was I about to say? I snag Ties That Bind, then I snag all of these other action skills. Like my normal gun build, I go all the way down this tree, to here in this tree, I get vigor, and I go to enough to get expedite. So I just snag this and this. And that's my gun Amara. So I can use expedite, and then I can use any action skill that I'd want. Like fracture. Fracture is what I'm using right now, and fracture is fun. Fracture is so fun. You know? So I think I've decided on the build I'm gonna make, and I think I'm ready to, you know, make a YouTube video on that. Although I'd like just more normal base, you know, melee damage. Not have it be this action skill. Like, it's not very hard, though, to get the thing ready. You walk up to an enemy, you cast your action skill, and then you shoot them. Like, that's about it. How much is... Yeah. One bullet. One tap. Not quite as much, like, damage just for fracture, but as I'd hope. But, I mean, it's 77 million is, like, not anything to be messed with. You can even, like, come in here, grab... Do I have one on this character? I don't. Right? Yeah, it would be right in here. Grab a Guardian Angel, which is... First one, yeah. I knew that. I mean, I have 9 keys. I might as well, right? So you snag one Guardian Angel. Grasp weapon damage. That's not bad. And then you can just use that, like that. Like, I mean, it's not crazy. It would be better just, well, I'd need, the, right anointment, which is adding extra, well, which is the one that adds extra damage to phase flare. Not phase flare, phase, this thing. 80 million. Like, it's good damage. That's all I gotta say about it. It's good damage. I think it's one of the most damage I've done with an Amara build, and forever. I mean, I guess melee Amara. I've done some really crazy things with my gun Amara, but I mean, I also don't really play melee Amara much. I mean, I've only been playing it since, you know, my friend asked me to play a playthrough with him, and I was like, okay. And he was talking about how he wanted to do melee Amara. I was like, okay, I'll mess with it for now, so I can get a good build for me. Get out of my face, you nerd neck. Okay, well, I mean, I don't think you could do I could do too much better damage. Like, I don't think I'm ever gonna hit a point where I have like a perfect, that is the most damage I could ever do with a build. I don't think anybody's ever gonna make one of those, because there's always gonna be something. But you can get damn near close, like this. Now, I will say, this was heavily inspired by Moxie's Slam Witch. No, yeah, that was the one. I took a decent amount of inspiration from that one. Alright. I don't know, I feel like I could do way more action skill damage than this. Okay, that was a pretty decent Remnant Orb right there. Okay. Now, here's a few things I do want to test. I want to test, instead of using Fracture, just Phase Slam. Even though Fracture does more damage and has a lower cooldown. I don't know, we use Phase Slam. And then after Phase Slam, we can use Phase Cast. Yeah, I think this is going to be the best I'm going to do for a while. I don't think I'm going to mess with this for a little bit. This is really different from everybody else's Amara builds, and it was way different from what I was doing. Because I used to not even touch bl3 for a melee build. Not with a 5-foot stick. And now I'm just kind of... Well, now I'm using it, and it's my main, like, damage source. Not my main damage source, but it's up there. It does a lot of damage. I think purple tree does do more, but I think this bl3 helps purple tree a lot, so. Can you guys stop moving? I'm switching to the face puncher, because you guys are just too annoying. Okay, we'll try killing you with this. Thank you. Honestly, the Blade Fury for me has just been doing less and less work. Like, it's in my melee builds, it's just better to use a face puncher. In hybrid builds, ooh, I love this thing on hybrid builds. I mean, this is not horrible. I mean, it is really, really nice. I shouldn't say not horrible. It's good. Now, how much damage can I do with this slam? Not much. Fracture's definitely better for this. Although slam feels like it's doing more with my face puncher. Does fracture not count as face slam? Hold up. I mean, that would make sense. I'm gonna Google this real quick. Face slam anointment. I don't know how to spell anointment, so okay, yeah. So they should be able to. That's what it says. This procs face slam anointments. I don't know, I may have to test that though. Because it feels like when I'm using slam, I do more damage with my face puncher than when I use fracture. And I don't really remember the difference between gun damage and weapon damage. Wait, let me see. Weapon damage applies to all weapons, right? And then gun damage only applies to I don't know. What is the difference between and weapon? Gun damage equals the damage a weapon does. Yes, damage, wait. Yes, damage applies to all sources, whether it's gun, melee, grenades, pets, etc. What? Oh. How much damage you deal each shot, sometimes A times B, A. Okay. I'll look at this then on Reddit. Simply that affects all types. Well, I know that damage does, but what about gun damage versus just weapon damage? I don't know, it doesn't say. Alright. I'll add Borderlands. Damage. I can't figure it out. I may have to do some testing, but I know it's been a while since I've had to actually like build a build, you know? Because I kind of stopped playing this game for Wonderlands, and then stopped playing Wonderlands and went back to BL2. And then I came back, and I just knew what to spec. You know? I haven't really tried making a perfect build. I've just been trying to make builds that work well. That work like exactly how you'd want them to. Easy to use, powerful builds.
You sheepishly protest the flame with words of will. Come then to burn to meet a coward's end.
I'll go test this out for all of us. It's just, I'm gonna have to respec. I'll do it. Like, the whole test should be like 10 seconds at the most. You respec, you walk over, you shoot the guy, and then you use fracture, and then you shoot the guy again, and if it's 300, and if it's more damage, it works. It doesn't even matter if it's like less than 300, you know it does apply anyway. Just make sure you don't grab anything that makes it so it applies, you know. Yeah. You make sure you don't apply things that will grab things that make it so it applies after your action skill is done. Or else that's going to skew the testing, because yeah, of course it's going to do more damage if you have something that makes it do more damage anyway. I didn't have anything, so. Slide over. Yeah. Can I just hit, please? Thank you. I don't know what. I'll have to figure that out. Does weapon apply? Will damage apply to my face puncher? I'll Google it. I'll Google it after we're done with this fight. See if Moxie's streaming. If Moxie's streaming, he can easily clear that up. And be like, ah, yeah, weapon damage applies to this and this and that. I think Moxie knows, like, everything. You know? Moxie knows all. Is this far enough? Yes. Sword grenade. And he's dead. Ah, you got killed by a fish. Leave, everybody. I'm gonna see if it's better to throw this, the Psycho Stabber. We'll fish with the Psycho Stabber over. Yeah, no, it's way better to throw it with a Guardian Angel than a Psycho Stabber. Okay, well, that was fun. Now we're exactly as planned. I love this game. Don't you? But no, like, I actually love this game. This game is my favorite game. Maybe not my favorite, but one of my favorites. It's really fun. I mean, sure, the story is garbage. I'm more of a, just, you know, I'm more of an endgame player. And I think almost anybody who does play this game will plays more for the end game and the farming over the actual story. I mean, we just want a serviceable story, though. To make it so when we're trying to get another, well, our 47th character, it's not very annoying. I don't know. Who should I play next, honestly? I've already played all the Vault Hunters. I've gotten a ton of different builds for each of them. I've gotten all their main builds. I've done gun amara, I've done melee amara, I've done, you know, grenade modes, I've done normal modes, I've done deathless modes, I've done flak. I haven't done a flak pet build. Ooh. That wouldn't work though, and I don't really like playing flak anyway. Out of all the Vault Hunters in this game, flak is my least favorite. Amara is definitely my favorite to play. And then after Amara, it's definitely Moze, and then actually, it may be Zane after Amara. Yeah, Amara, Zane, and then Moze.
Guardians were built as protectors. They almost never attack unprovoked.
Rowan's Call. Nice.
Orchestrated the destruction of Minos
And a phase Zerker.
may represent a
Is
new
that better?
schism in the Guardian ranks.
That'd be okay. That'd actually be okay for, forgot what it was called, but yeah. That would be pretty good for that weapon. The beacon. The beacon would be pretty good. Switch back over to fire. Here, let's quickly though. Does a phase puncher work with weapon damage? Okay. Okay. See, I need 250% melee damage after phase slam. Anointment. Two of the same type do not stack. Yes, I know. Melee damage. Melee damage equals base damage. Well, base melee damage. Times parentheses 1 plus melee bonuses. And parentheses times 1 plus multiple 1. Mult 1. Okay, I remember that now. I need to know which one is a type 1 damage and what's a type 2 damage, though. Melee base, base melee damage, 18 times 1.19 to the level squared. Okay. Mars laid bare. Okay. Multiplicative examples include Mars laid bare skills, uh, damage from the It's Piss grenade, and from the combo. Okay. Okay. So laid bare, we have that. That's pretty nice to have then, especially since that's multiplicative. Wait. Gun damage listed on wait. Gun damage listed on the face puncher's item card, but by default the base melee damage at the level okay. Split across some bullets, but the gun part can't modify this. Melee bonus is same as melee. Okay. Okay. That didn't answer my question, but that was helpful. Alright. Ooh, 870 mil. That's pretty decent. Yeah. Like, this is a ×1, too. So if I get a ×2, I will be one-shotting everything. I should get a ×2. That'd just be a hell of a lot of farming. I don't know if I want to do that. But that would actually be very helpful to have. Hello, face slam, thank you. How much is that gonna do? How much is that gonna do? It didn't have damage numbers. Isn't that how you know it hit damage cap? When it doesn't have damage numbers? It's not that 99999 anymore. Although that was only visual damage cap. In Borderlands 2. There was no actual damage cap in BL2. It's visual. Completely... You just look at it. That's what it tells you. Dude, there are so many Korax. That's such a bad name. I never knew their name, honestly. I just knew they were people I wanted to shoot.
Waves against the rock.
Okay. The hell? That almost, well, I almost died. Wow. We'll throw on that. Okay. Leave. Get out of here. Thank you. That does like nothing. Oh yeah, that does something. Well, you'll do very little damage on your first kill if you don't have the revolter, but after that everybody kind of just dies, even if you don't have the revolter active. I just love having my Amara build to just use any weapon, use anything. For him. Cool. I gotta pay attention to this next crystal because I may die if I don't. Alright. I think we're good. Now I gotta rush over to that other one. Alright, we're good. Alright. Well, we've already been streaming for 43 minutes. I think I may go over and work on getting my Salvador OP10. So, I mean, I'd have to... Well, I mean, it would be very easy to... I don't know. It may be a bit boring, though, because all I'm doing after this is, farming Torg tokens to get a Herald in the Torg vendor. And then I'm gonna go buy a Herald. And then I'm gonna win. I ran through the first peak already. And I got decently lucky. I mean, not lucky, but I did decently well. I was using a gub build. Honestly, I did pretty good. I'm hoping when I get OP4 or OP5, I can get a... Well, from the binary boss, I'm hoping he will drop me the stinger. No, the stalker. The stalker is the one, the pearlescent one. So I hope he'll drop me a stalker, so I can use the stalker to walk through the rest of the OP levels. But I'm hoping it's a corrosive stalker. If it's not corrosive, it's just a myth. Alright, well, that was fun. Wasn't it? It was great. Wow. I love BL3. Alright, well, I'm gonna go now. I'll see you later, everybody. Bye.